Randy, I just thought I would show you the way my collet closer um, maintains its concentricity, because you're obviously having a great deal of difficulty with yours with those three um, screws that go onto the end of that are basically centering the tube of your collet closer. So I thought I'd show you mine. This is an acro grip, which is this one's made in the UK. It's acro grip. It's very similar to. I would imagine it's probably an American product as well. I mean, as I say, this one was made in the UK, but I've seen very similar ones on American lathes. However, it's got a very simple idea which you might be able to utilise. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is my collet closer. It's this is the sort of arm bit like yours. Works in a very similar way. It has the same sort of cam system. This is the cover. They're the cams in there that lock it in place. Now the tube itself. Let me just take the pin out and let that drop down. The tube itself, which is the bit that same as yours. The bit that holds it concentric in here is this piece here, and this is like yours in the respects that it screws into the end of the shaft with some screws. But what they've done on this one, and I need to bring you around here to show you this, if you can see there, they've actually, the tube, in fact let me take the tube out entirely. I'll take the tube out entirely. Alright, so I've got the tube out. So this piece here, which is actually screwed onto the end of the shaft, not particularly well, because I've just put it in to show you, but that's screwed onto the shaft. So this bit here, it doesn't really matter if that runs out particularly, but what they've got is these three cap head screws here, which hold this end plate here is just a plate, and it floats. It's basically just flat against here. So if I undo these three cap head bolts, they've actually made those bolts with a little bit of clearance, or there's a little bit of wiggle room on there, so this plate moves around. So if I slacken those off, I just basically need to take the sort of snug off them, if you like, and then I can use my my dial indicator on the tube and get it absolutely centered, and then I just tighten those three up. So that then now is running absolutely true, and the clearance on this, you can see that that's actually a sort of hardened and polished holder there that the tube slides up and in and out of. So the tube is allowed to slide in and out just like it does on yours to close the collet, but this plate here now can be centered in that way. So it's just an end plate on that bit there. So that's the bit that you've got, but this bit here is separate, and it's just sliding around on these three nuts. So that may well sort you out. Now the cat's come to help. This is Sherbet. He decided he was going to help out with this one, but I'm hoping that might work for you. It might be food for thought at least. So good luck with your wobbling collet closer, and let me know how you get on. Say goodbye, Sherby. See ya.